It's like I've been drinking beer or something.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad at you if you have.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's National Beer Day.
Heck yeah, it is.
Yeah, we should be
Beer. Chug.
Switch, chug. We should have a beer after this.
We should. Why don't we?
Okay.
That was easy.
Let's get into some interesting National Beer Day facts right after the intro music.
Okay.
Should we snap?
I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
The next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film.
I know the topics beforehand.
And I don't.
We check the internet for the facts.
And ruin it with opinions.
From pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and swatch clocks. Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Time to get drunk.
Time to get drunk. We should have gotten beer for this episode.
That's what I just said. I just said that. I said that off air. You're a thought stealer. You want to know an interesting...
Scarlet Witch, they steal your thoughts.
That's not what the Scarlet Witch does.
She get inside your brain.
She does the red stuff out of her hands.
Right, into your brain.
This is a beer episode, and you're trying to twist it into a WandaVision episode.
If I could, I would.
How about this for a fact?
Tell me.
Beer is the third most popular drink on Earth after water and tea.
I'm not surprised by that.
Are you?
I'm not at all. So water first, then tea, and then beer.
Yeah.
Tea? I would think the beer would rank over tea.
I think a lot of people drink a lot of tea instead of water.
Ugh.
Outside of the U.S.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking like sweet tea in the South. And it's so gross.
I think you got to think about like India alone.
Oh,
is
yeah.
probably just like,
good point.
We drink all the tea.
In the UK. Yeah.
Yep,
you're right.
Okay. Do they drink tea in China?
They do.
Is that where the phrase, who cares about the price of tea in China, comes from?
I think that it probably has a story behind it that goes a little further, but...
Yep. You know what? Who cares? It's about beer today, not tea.
It is about beer today, but now we can do a whole thing over tea some other time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Beer is by far the most popular alcoholic drink in the world. In 2016, people consumed nearly 50 billion gallons of beer worldwide. 50
billion gallons.
Yeah. If you want...
That's a shit ton of beer. A metric shit ton.
A metric shit ton. Do you remember all the beer facts we did for Super Bowl?
I remember a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a member. Maybe I'm drunk.
Maybe we have had a couple of
Maybe. Do you want to know who invented brown bottles and tall boys?
Yes, I do.
Schlitz. Despite the fact that you're more likely to see Schlitz in a can out in the wild rather than a bottle, back in 1911, things were not the same. Milwaukee founded brand was the first to block out the sun via a brown bottle, which keeps your beer as fresh as possible until you pour it into a glass.
Yep, that's why beer doesn't get skunky.
Yeah.
It's like sunglasses for your alcohol.
Schlitz also invented the tall boy, likely to ensure that people would have something fun to carry around in tiny paper bags.
Oh, tiny paper bags.
Tiny paper bags.
Can you guess what country consumes the most beer per capita in the world?
I would think the U.S.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a pass on that.
Okay.
Try again.
The U.K.? Pints?
Okay, yeah, very close. It was the Czech Republic. It is the Czech Republic.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're little. The Czech Republic's small.
The Czech Republic consumes the most beer per capita of any country in the world, and China consumes the most overall, which makes sense.
Okay. Well, do you want to know in the U.S. what state drinks more beer than anyone?
Per capita? Like per volume of people, or
yes,
just all
per person?
Okay, I'm going with Wisconsin.
You're close, but
Minnesota.
No.
What is it?
North Dakota. Seems
That's
impossible.
not fair. There's like 3 guys up there, and all they do is drink beer.
Right, and ice fish. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you would think that a lot of people, I guess, would probably think it would be Nevada. Considering the amount of booze that's consumed in Las Vegas.
Well, they haven't had time to update the stats since we got back last week.
If the U.S. had a drinking competition, North Dakota would drink more beer per person than any state. Each resident drank 43.6 gallons in 2013. New Hampshire and Montana come in second and third place, respectively.
Check this out.
Tell me.
A government-funded organization in Amsterdam, the Rainbow Group, hires alcoholics to clean litter from the city streets and pays them in beer.
I'm very conflicted over that.
I really want.
Like, I want to be like, yeah, that's great. And then I'm like, you're just getting them drunk.
Yeah. I mean, I want a clean city.
Like, you're taking care of one problem while pandering to another.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
if
it works for them, congratulations.
I wonder what would happen to LA if we tried it.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think it'd be a rough go.
I think we'd have some real rich homeless people.
I think we would.
Or real drunk. I don't know. Maybe they could get paid in money.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh. I know what a fan of McDonald's you are.
Oh, okay.
So they offer beer on their menu in many countries, including France, Germany, Portugal, and South Korea.
It's true. I have actually had a beer at McDonald's. I think I had it in Switzerland.
That's not on this list.
It probably is okay, though. Yeah.
In medieval Europe, Catholic monks would often undergo beer fasts during the 40 days of Lent. They ate no food, getting calories only from beer, which they called liquid bread.
Oh, because of the yeast. Okay, that's interesting. That's super interesting. Like the monks just sit around and drink instead of eating?
Yeah. I mean, you know how much it sucks to drink on an empty stomach.
Yeah. And how full feeling you get after a couple of beers.
Yeah, and a 2-beer buzz. Like, you just have 2 beers and it's over.
Yeah. Ew. That doesn't sound great to me.
What else you got?
Do you want to know how many liters of beer are served during Oktoberfest?
Ooh, in like a specific country or like
well,
all around the
Oktoberfest
world?
is Germany.
Oh, sure.
So, Oktoberfest is held in September. It's 2 weeks from mid-September to, it's a little more than 2 weeks from mid-September into early October. Mm-hmm. So the Germans and all of the beer-loving tourists from all over the world in 2015 drank 7.3 million liters of beer during those 2 weeks.
Well, do you know how many people are attracted to Germany's Oktoberfest?
I don't.
6 million.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of Oktoberfest, at the festival's check-in area, 180 missing passports had been turned into lost and found.
Whoa. That's nuts.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Funny, actually.
COVID.
Cough.
Everybody's vaccinated but me. Did you know that women did the majority of beer brewing in ancient Egypt?
I believe that. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Is there more to know about that?
That's number 38 on a list of 60. That's all
okay.
I got. How about this? Adolphus Busch, one of the founders of Anheuser-Busch, immigrated to the United States from Germany in 1857. It's my aim to win the American people over, he said, to make them all lovers of beer.
I have a really cool thing about Anheuser-Busch.
Okay. Oh, did you do the class?
Well, I have gone to the brewery in St. Louis and done the brewery tour and seen the Clydesdales, which are super beautiful animals. No, it's a fact. Anheuser-Busch employs more people than every craft brewery combined in America.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
The craft brew beer industry employs over 200,000 people. Anheuser-Busch employs 250,000 people.
Well,
and that includes all of the employees, but it also includes the employees that are horses because they consider those employees.
I went to somewhere in Virginia. They have an Anheuser-Busch theme park, Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens, yeah. They have one in Florida too, don't they?
Dude, I knew that there was a beer tour at Busch Gardens. It never really, until this very second, I'm today years old, that it was Busch Gardens because of Anheuser-Busch.
Seriously?
I went there probably 15
I literally
times.
just watched you have that moment where it hit your head and you went,
yeah. Dude, shout out
wow.
Mikey G and Jason Schwartzdog. We used to go on our spring break. We would go to Busch Gardens.
Wow.
That's nuts, dude.
Is there one in Florida too? I thought there was one in Florida.
I think so. If only we had a device with which we could look that up.
If only we had
I'll Google it.
a you Googling machine.
I don't even know how to spell Anheuser. Anheuser-Busch Florida. There has to be one because it says jobs. Jacksonville, Florida. Anheuser-Busch.
There you go.
Oh, no. Busch Gardens. Busch
Gardens. Busch Gardens.
Florida. Yep, Tampa Bay.
All right. So, Rolling Rock bottles. Let's move on to those.
The green one. Yeah, the green ones.
And they have a 33 written on them.
Let's show a picture.
Yeah, find a picture. Find a picture of the Rolling Rock bottles.
Oh, here's a bunch of cans.
Now the Rolling Rock came in cans.
Here is a picture of the bottles, folks.
All right.
The green beer.
Yep. So there's a 33 on there.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows the reason why.
Oh, I've heard the reason why before.
There are 11 different theories. Which one have you heard?
I can't remember right now.
All right, so there's a theory that the brewers behind Rolling Rock were huge Larry Bird fans, and he wore a 33. That's the end of that story. Rolling Rock themselves present 11 different theories as to why the 33 is there. The most popular is that the founding members of the brewery bet $33 on horse number 33 and won, and that's how they started the brewery.
Oh, interesting.
And then there's also the fact that some people believe that the beer is brewed at 33 degrees. Also, the Latrobe Brewery, where it's brewed, was bought in 1933. So 33 is a very common number in all of the mythology around it, but nobody can tie it down to just one reason why it's on the bottles.
I think I have found the reason.
Tell me.
I have Googled it.
You Googly.
A sign of quality. There is a 33-word quality statement on each bottle of Rolling Rock. Rolling Rock, from its glass-lined tanks of old Latrobe, we tender this premium beer for your enjoyment as a tribute to your good taste. It comes from the mountain springs to you. And incidentally, scribed 33 was on the label sent to the bottle printer, noting its brief length. The printers used this in the final copy and printed it as part of the label. I think it was just a typo and they kept it.
Interesting. And it has nothing to do with the fact that the brewery started in 1933 before they printed labels?
Probably not even a little bit. I can't even imagine why.
Or that it's brewed at 33 degrees before they even had to make labels.
What are we even talking about here? I don't.
All the 33s.
No.
You know what it is? Maybe it's one of those things like She Beef does where she puts all the Easter eggs into everything. And like that 33 is just like a continual thing that will always snake through all of Rolling Rock.
I would like to give you a shout out for referencing She Beef.
You're welcome. She Beef's known for her Easter eggs in her videos and whatnot.
If you want to know who She Beef is, you have to listen to the episode about
Where's the beef?
Famous Beefs.
Famous Beefs.
I think it's 150 something.
Yeah, I think
it's about
so.
Oprah versus the beef colony. Beef colony? What am I talking about?
I don't think it was a beef colony. It was the Beef Owners Association or Beef Farmers Association.
I'm hungry now.
I am
and
too.
thirsty for a beer.
Me too.
Let's do how much money beer makes. Hold on.
Okay.
How much money does beer make? That's a stupid Google.
I have to tell you while you're Googling it, during Prohibition, people were prescribed medical beer.
Ooh.
Obviously, it was made up because brewers, physicians, and imbibers were trying to skirt Prohibition's laws. And so doctors could prescribe beer from March 1921 to November 1921 when Congress changed their minds and banned even doctors being able to prescribe it.
Man, if I went to the doctor and he was like, you know what? Here, just take a couple of Coors Lights. That'd be awesome.
Funny.
Check out this fact right here. The U.S. beer industry sells more than $119.3 billion in beer and malt beverages to U.S. consumers each year.
There's a lot.
There's big money in beer.
There's big money in beer.
That's some beer money right there.
You know, it can also kill you.
Yeah.
I got a story for you.
Uh-oh.
The London beer flood of 1814 occurred when barrels of porter flooded the poor neighborhood of St. Giles Rookery. It killed 8 people.
Oh, no.
It was a 15-foot high tidal wave of beer.
What? Dude, I would meet that with with mouth
Open
wide
arms.
open. Ah, hit me with your best beer.
15-foot tidal wave of beer, and it killed 8 people. The brewers weren't charged, and the jury considered an accident an act of God.
Do you want to know the world's most expensive beers?
Isn't it Allsop? Is that one of them?
It could be on this list. Brewdog, The End of History. It's a Belgian blonde. Is $765 for 650 milliliter bottle.
That is just, there is no beer I would ever pay that amount of money for.
No, of course not. The Lost Abbey Cable Car Creek goes for $923 for 750 milliliters, which is up, And then, what really brought it up? This is weird. Pabst Blue Ribbon in 1844 went for $44.
What?
Yeah.
For why?
I don't know.
I mean, you can go to the Powerhouse and get a PBR and a shot of whiskey for $1.50 still.
In any state in the country.
I mean, up the road.
Yeah, but there's a bar called the Powerhouse that'll probably give you a shot and a beer anywhere in the country.
Oh.
But the other thing that made me think about it is Sam Adams has this like executive level Utopias.
They do.
And it's $200, and you have to get on a signing list, and then everybody gets together and drinks it together, and they save it all year long. It's crazy.
Well, I'm going to wrap this up by telling you a kind of cool story.
Okay.
Allsop's Arctic Ale, and that's why I brought that up, sold for over $5,000 in the UK. It got that name because it was brewed in 1875 for an Antarctica expedition. The idea was to create a life-sustaining ale for the crew. So they sold a beer for $5,000 back in like the way back.
In the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and because it was life-sustaining. They viewed it as something life-sustaining and essential.
Well, the monks can live off it for 40 days and 40 nights.
And people on expeditions to Antarctica can survive off of it, apparently.
Boy,
so,
are you thirsty?
I am. Let's go have a beer.
All right. Well, since it's not Friday.
Let's go get a beer.
See you on Monday.
Okay.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.